So I previously did a video on Howling 1 and Howling 2, and I'm going to continue to put out those reviews on the series as I watch them. I have seen Howling 3. I loved this movie, so that's just a quick general opinion on the film. I loved Howling 3. It's not as good as Howling 1, and it is 20,000 times more enjoyable than Howling 2 on almost every single metric for me. Um, this film released in 1987, and it's an Australian werewolf film. So it's about a marsupial werewolf that leaves her tribe, gets picked up by a directorial assistant, and gets thrown into a movie. They fall in love. Not a great on-screen relationship or love story, but they fall in love. And there's a scientist that's studying werewolves, trying to prove that werewolves exist. He's going to Washington. He's getting told to go out and figure out things. So he's going out into the outback in Australia, and he's trying to go to the werewolf tribe called Flo, which is actually just wolf backwards. It took me about the entire film to realize this. And then the marsupial werewolf, I am struggling to remember her name, if I'm being honest with you. She has a baby with the assistant director who cannot act for shit, just like the second movie. Male actors in the Howling franchise fucking suck. He cannot act for shit. He is also a psychopath. He is the weirdest dude I've ever seen in a movie that you're supposed to like. He tracks her. He runs after her and corners her into an alley to convince her to go and be on his movie when she was like visibly a distressed person in very tattered clothing. With I don't even know if she had shoes on when he ran her into an alleyway to try to like recruit her for his film. He's sweating the entire movie. He's a psychopath. He is the weirdest protagonist for any movie I've ever seen in my life, and the actor is right up there as far as being bad, equally to how weird his character is. So there's a scientist trying to prove that werewolves exist. He is going out to the outback. He is visiting this tribe. There's a huge werewolf guy that has a 2-second love story with a ballerina werewolf, like a Russian, I believe she's Russian, a Russian ballerina werewolf. And she finds the tribe as well. She falls in love with him. And then she ends up falling in love with the scientist guy instead. The film ends. There's almost no resolution to the film. It's very strange. It ends, and then you have about 20 minutes of people just sitting around and doing things, like just living their life. Like you legitimately get 20 minutes of this film where there's almost no conflict, because what little conflict there was previously in the film wrapped up when it really didn't. Like you don't actually get any resolution to anything. And the way that I'm saying this makes it sound awful. This film, based on how I'm explaining this, makes it sound like shit. But this is my new definition of so bad it's good. And I don't normally use that phrase, but I cannot objectively or subjectively say that this is a quality film, because every single thing about this movie is horribly done, but in the most lovingly charming way imaginable that you do not find in Howling 2. I'm very confused on why certain people, find Howling 2 to be charming, because that film was a slog to get through. Nothing was great about that movie. Everything is weird about this one. It is so weird. And then at the very end, the main actress is accepting an award, and she is like getting like the camera's flashing on her. And in this film, one of the rules of werewolves, for some reason, because we're introducing marsupial werewolves, we're introducing new rules. So they turn into a werewolf when they see flashing lights. So she turns into a werewolf while accepting this film's equivalent of an Oscar. And that's the big stinger to end the film. Sort of like a callback to the first film when the Karen character becomes a werewolf at the end of the film during her news report. And yeah, I don't know. This film is just insane. I want the Blu-ray of it, but I'm not spending $25 on it. As much as I love it, I'm probably going to end up like grabbing a DVD copy of it somewhere sometime when I can find it, because I think I watched it with DVD quality and I didn't mind it, even though it kind of looked like shit. But everything about this movie is crazy. There's a werewolf marsupial baby, so when they have the baby, there's just this weird little slug werewolf marsupial baby, and I'm pretty sure I think this film is the only Howling film that does not have nudity in it. You technically see, I believe you see like werewolf tits, like a dog has like six nipples, and you see the little marsupial werewolf baby slug thing eating off the mother. And this film is just insane. There's a scene where a character dies, and while he's dying, he's looking up, and then the main woman, the one that has the baby in the film, is looking at him and trying to comfort him as death is embracing him. And she's like, "You're going to become a werewolf, a rainbow. You're going to become a mountain when we bury you." And then the camera cuts to him, and he's like, "No, I'm just going to die." And then he closes his eyes and just dies. That's how insane this film is. It's like peak Vinegar Syndrome quality acting and direction. It's amazing. I loved it. If I were going to give us a star rating, I would say it's a 4 star. And that is 100% based off my pure enjoyment of the movie. I would rewatch this. This is probably going to be one of those movies that I watch semi regularly. Like, I could see myself throwing this on in a year. I hope to never watch Howling 2 ever again. So, based on where I'm at in my reviews, the Howling franchise is 2 out of 3 for me. That is going to change because Howling 4 is a movie I watched last night, and I have nothing good to say about that. And that review is probably going to be 3 minutes long tops because the movie sucked ass. But the film franchise up to this point, aside from Howling 2, is pretty solid. I gave the first film 5 stars. I gave Howling 2 2 stars. Hope to never see it again. Giant dumpster fire. Hate that movie. This film is the epitome of so bad it's good. It's like garbage cinema that goes down smoothly, and I love it. And if you liked Howling 3 and you think that it's unfairly maligned because based on what I've heard since I watched the movie, everyone hates the shit out of this movie. I don't think it deserves the hate. I love it. I will be watching it again. I hope to own it physically. And if you like the movie or you liked my review, please leave a like or subscribe. I'm going to be posting a Howling 4 video once I shoot that and can come up with something to say about it. It's a nothing movie. So yeah. But thank you for